Well, hey there. First thing I want to say before I start filming this is that currently, and I'm looking at him, Marco is passed out, totally just zen, zonked out right now, like 3 feet from me, which if you've ever seen any of my other videos, you know is very rare. So we're gonna hope that that stays that way. So anyway, today what I want to talk about was caring about what other people's opinions are of you. You know, I was just talking about this with somebody this morning. You know, other people's opinions of you, like, and our fears of what other people might think about us and might think about what we're doing don't exist on such a level that it's ridiculous that we worry about it at all. How compelling do we think we are? I mean, that's really one of the most important questions is how compelling do you think you are that any moment that you step out of the norm, any moment you trip when you should have been walking, any moment that you pushed when you should have pulled at the door, any moment that you've tripped over your words and said something stupid because you were thinking one thing and came out with something else. Why do we think that that must be so compelling to other people that even if they noticed it, of all the things that people are putting their attention towards today, I said this in more than once and it's worth stating again, now more than ever, we have no reason to be self-conscious. We are such a self-absorbed society of people, constantly taking selfies and recording our own experiences and paying attention to how we appear to the rest of the world. Where is this vast community of people that are only paying attention to everybody else outside of them and judging accordingly? Where are those people? How are they not as self-absorbed as the rest of us? We should be talking to those people. We should be asking them how they are not so caught up in their own daily struggles that they could have this much time and attention to put towards my story. And that's ironic because self-consciousness often comes from a lack of self-esteem. And yet this profound level of self-consciousness that we feel is so self-absorbed, thinking that other people are so caught up in what we're doing with our lives. Well, so let me add, this is being said with tough love, like very compassionate and understanding, because I am not the first person to throw stones. I've got my own glass house. I've got my own pot or kettle, both of them black. You know what I mean? All I'm trying to say is that I get it and I'm with you. And I'm only talking about this because these come from my own anxieties. And a lot of this is really just stuff I need to hear. And so if you need to hear it too, that's great. And so the second thing I want to say about self-consciousness, and the one that I think is even more important to remember, every time that we don't do something or we do something because we're self-conscious, every time that we don't try something because we're afraid of what people will think, or we choose something that keeps us small or keeps us, out of the way of life. Every time we do that in kind of like respect of the possibility that somebody might think something about us, we disrespect our own journey. We disrespect what's best for us. We disrespect what's good for us, what makes us feel good, what makes us feel better, what makes us feel more like ourselves. We ignore that and we make that less valuable than what some stranger on the street might or might not be thinking. With self-consciousness, we put our expectations on the external, on the world outside to change and to soften, to welcome us. We are in more control than that. We decide how the situation is going to be because the reality is the external rarely changes. It is almost always a change of our perceptions and our beliefs about ourselves that change the reality around us. The reality of the situation is, and self-consciousness is a really great way of proving this true, is that the world is really made up of your perceptions. Reality is based on the way that you see the world. Your version of reality is different from my version of reality. And so the things you're self-conscious about, I probably am not even aware of. And the things that I worry about with myself, you might not even see or care about. And yet my reality says that those things are things to worry about. Those things are things to be concerned about. I really believe that every time that we choose someone else's opinion over what we feel is right for us, we are the ones causing the pain that comes with self-consciousness, not other people. We are the ones who keep ourselves small. We are the ones who choose not to share. We are the ones who stay inside when we just want to go outside. Other people, we are just projecting our shit onto. And I think the quicker we can recognize that, the quicker we can turn it around. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to leave them below. And of course, subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll see you next time. All right, thanks. Bye.